Demon Knights number 18, written by Robert Venditti, art by Bernard Chang. So last issue, the few Demon Knights we did have, Exoristos, Horsewoman, and Shining Knight, brought Jason Blood to Xanadu, and they found her by following a map. They didn't even expect to find her. And so this issue, we have the reuniting, and it's just like, oh my god, what did you guys do to him? Did you force him to bring you here? Because we swore we would never tell anyone else about this place. And it's like, nah, he's been held captive by Vandal Savage for years. Like, we just saved him, so watch your tone, man. Anyway, if you unmute him, he'll tell you exactly that. And he's like, okay, well, I will. And you better hope he does. And so she unmutes Jason, and Jason coughs out some dust, and then just like, oh, Xanadu, my love, I'm so happy to see you again. And they kiss each other. And it's just like, yeah, no, Vandal Savage did it. He's a dick. But there's kind of a bigger thing going on. And everyone else interrupts. Is like, yeah, we got a vampire army that's currently trying to invade the Amazonian island. So, Jason, we need you to pull in Etrigan. And Jason's like, I'm sorry, what? You want me to turn it? I literally just got out of the hell that is Vandal Savage. You want me to switch places with Etrigan and go down to hell? You don't think that I could fight? I can fight. I'm strong. And Horse Lady's horse is like, this guy's kind of a bit of a whiny bitch. And she's like, yeah, kind of is. And so then he turns on Xanadu and just be like, I get it. You brought me back, but it turns out that you just wanted Etrigan, didn't it? And Xanadu's like, no, what are you talking about? I love you. I hate Etrigan. Etrigan sucks. And it's like, Vandal Savage told me all about how you were canoodling with him. So I'm on to you, woman. I'm aware. And Horsewoman basically steps in being like, hey, we are kind of low on time, so if you could just either nut up or shut up, that'd be great. So Jason's like, I don't like any of you. You all are dicks. But you know what? Fine. You need Etrigan, so be it. But just remember, this is what you wanted. And so he turns into Etrigan, and Etrigan's like, oh, hey, I'm back. I can't wait to destroy the earth a little bit. And Shining Knight's like, not so fast, Etrigan, stand down. And so he pulls out his sword ready to fight. And then Xanadu steps up being like, oh, there's no need to fight, my love. We all wanted you back, especially me. And so they kiss, and someone's like, oh, God, not this again. And Etrigan's like, oh, do you maybe want to get out of here? Or better yet, let them watch? And he's like, no. Later, actually, we have a vampire army that's attacking, and so we got to go deal with that. And Etrigan's like, oh, Cain, right? Yeah, I've been hearing rumblings about Cain and how Lucifer doesn't even have any hold over him. I'm totally into hearing about this. And all of a sudden, the Falcon arrives. They think it's from Algebir. They open it up, and it turns out that Cain has basically made his way to the Amazonian Isle. He's far closer than they are, and they don't think there's any way they're going to be able to catch up. And so at that point, Horsewoman's horse is like, hey, I can go. Like, we can go all day and night. Don't count me out just because I'm a mill horse. And so Horsewoman's like, Brickwedge is up for it. Everyone else wants to go flying. And it's like, yep, sure, let's do it. So they go to the shores of Greece. It takes them a few days and nights, but they manage to get there. And as they arrive, they're like, all right, let's set up some defenses. We're gonna wait for the army to attack us here because we can't actually go to the Amazonian Isle, so we have to fight them on the shore. And then Sir Yiston looks across the dune, and they're like, guys, the fight's already going on. And we see a bunch of Amazonians fighting some vampires. And so Demon Knights jump in, and they're like, oh, crap, Exoristos, what do you do? You were exiled. What are you doing back here? And it's like, screw it, just fight. So at that point, they get the breakdown. The only way to kill them is to pierce their heart and cut off their head. That's the only thing that does it. And so the one Amazonian's like, you should have brought a sharper weapon, Exoristos. And she's like, don't worry, you handle the hearts. I'll just knock their heads off with my giant hammer. So they go through the whole thing, hard head. Etrigan ends up burning a few of them to ashes, and they end up taking out the whole of the vampire squad. One of the Amazons gets infected, and by the way, this is the Amazonian shore guard, which, yeah, all right, why not? The leader of the shore guard, named Atla, she steps up and is just like, we got to kill her. She's going to turn into one of them. We got to do it now. And so she kills her sister, gives her the 2 coins for the river Styx, and it's just like, all right. The only reason we managed to survive is because it was dawn, and they're weaker in the daylight. But if night falls, we're screwed, man. Like, they're going to be able to take out the whole island. And at this point, Etrigan kind of collapses and he's like, all right, guys, I've been out for a few days now. I need to go back to hell and recharge, so just call me when the fight starts because no way Jason's going to be able to handle it. But then as he goes back, he's not able to go back. And Xanadu's like, Jason's not letting me go back to hell. What's going on down there? And we see down in hell, Lucifer's talking to Jason. He's like, hey, buddy, super cool how you tortured Etrigan by not letting him go back up to Earth for a while. Really loved that. Anyway, enjoy hell. You're going to be stuck here for a little bit. And he's like, actually, Lucifer, I've suffered the worst possible tortures that Vandal Savage could think of. I'm just going to stay here in hell. Like, what more could you do to me? He's like, I'm sorry, you're choosing to stay in hell? Yes. Everyone up there thinks I'm weak. I'm going to show them how strong I am by literally withstanding hell. So that's going on. Meanwhile, the Amazonian shore guard are chopping down trees, trying to make a boat fast enough to cross over to Amazon because all the vampires took their boats. And turns out that the guide that's leading the vampires is actually an old lover of Exaristos. So, yeah, friendship. So either way, that really pisses off Exaristos. She just punches down a tree. Etrigan's like, oh, I'm so weak. Please, Xanadu, you got to get me back to hell. And she's just like, okay, could we maybe not be such a little bitch? But then, wouldn't you know it, on the shores arrives Vandal Savage, and he's like, hey, where's my little plaything? I wanna take him back, and I'm gonna kill all of you because you made a fool out of me. So then we cut over to Themyscira for one last thing. The patrol on the island sees the ships arriving, and they're like, that's weird. They shouldn't be coming back until next week. Let's alert the soldiers, make sure that everything's all right. And we see Cain and the other vampires on the boat saying, all right, everyone, sharpen your fangs. We're going to war. So overall, I mean, fantastic issue. I appreciate that we're not just wasting time where we don't need to. And the fact that, no, they were just straight up too late. Like, they wasted too much time on all of their BS, and they were having to follow that X to Xanadu. Like, they just wasted too much time. I appreciate that fact, if it's not just conveniently working out. Admittedly, they make it to this battle enough to save the Amazonian shore guard, but I'll take it where I can get it. Art-wise, looks great. Don't have any main problems with that. Bernard Chang, fantastic artist. Writing, again, no problems. It is kind of just the middle issue where we're setting up, all right, here's the different things that are going on. There's no climactic fight by the end, and there's no beginning of the arc mystery. It's just kind of getting from A to B and making sure all the pieces are in place for that final fight, which does feel like it's going to be within the next issue or two. So I'm at least intrigued. Overall, I'd say 7.5. It's good. It's not super standout, but it is a little bit above average quality, especially for what I consider from this book. It's been very good no matter what.